Okay, let's turn to the Dallas Cowboys because you made some news, or they made some news, I guess, where you had Tyron Smith now parting ways with the team and vice versa. And that doesn't strike me as all in. You're not going to go all in with your quarterback by sending off his main protector and a, potential Ring of Honor type guy. What are the Cowboys up to right now, Ian?
I do think he's a Ring of Honor type guy. Tyron Smith is awesome, and he played really well this year. Came back, has had a couple injury-plagued seasons, but came back, played really well. I think he's going to get paid at a market where nobody has those guys. Like, it's hard to find a really good offensive lineman. The Cowboys did draft at that position. They do have Tyron Smith, and I don't know what for sure they're going to do, but I would be surprised if they don't play him at left tackle.
Right.
So if you're the Cowboys, you want to go a little bit cheaper. You want to get with a little bit of a youth movement. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, we're just going to move on to the younger guy we drafted. And I think Tyron Smith is a really good player. It's just, and these are the hard decisions that if you want to continue this, and teams like, for years, the Patriots did it. The Ravens are great at it. Chiefs sort of did it with Tyreek Hill. If you have confidence in your draft, then you can say, you know what? We're going to avoid paying this very good but very expensive older veteran, and we are going to go youth because we trust ourselves and our coaching. And I think that's where the Cowboys are. There's a lot of other questions with the Cowboys, I think, but to me, the Tyron Smith decision felt like it was mutually beneficial.
Okay, so the old Belichick, send a player off that you adore earlier rather than too late. I get it.
Yes.
What are you hearing about Dak? Is it really possible that the Cowboys are not going to extend him and let him play for damn near $60 million this year because they want him to have basically prove it after all the years of coming up short of the championship game?
Jerry Jones kind of opened the door. And I would never want to put words in his mouth, but his own words were basically like, we'll see what we do. And if you look across the landscape of the league, no other team that has a quarterback deal, is up for a quarterback deal has said that. Dolphins haven't said it. Jaguars haven't said it. Last year, Chargers, Bengals didn't say it. Cowboys said, we'll see what we do. And yeah, I'll see what they do too, because, the thought of him, it's not $60 million. It's $60 million cap hit,
right,
which is actually worse. But could they not extend him? Like, according to the words of Jerry Jones, it seems possible. But, here's the thing to me is like, the Vikings are sort of in the same place with Kirk Cousins. Could they re-sign Dak next year? Absolutely. Sure they could.
Yeah.
They also could not. And that's a scary thing because, a franchise quarterback is very hard to find. Look around the league and just check out who has been trying to get one for years and years. There's no guarantee you get one. So it's a scary proposition. Not many teams would do it, but that seems to be at least a possibility for the Cowboys.
But my point about this, Ian, is, and we didn't have time to have this conversation during the combine yesterday, but for to go all in, I thought that meant extend your quarterback, and now you've got the capability to get some serious free agents. Because if you're honestly, like how can you fill out this roster to win now with more fuel if you're going to just say, all right, it's more important for me to see Dak do it under pressure and then be free to walk away from him than it is to try and go all in with other people to win this year?
Because the Cowboys say words a lot, and Jerry Jones says words a lot.
Yes.
And it doesn't always match what actually happens. And if you watch the Cowboys the last 8 years, as far as like economics go, they have been very forward thinking. They have extended their own players. They have drafted extremely well. And they have always done everything with a long-term view in mind. They never lock themselves in. Right now, does it hurt them? Yeah, sometimes it hurts them. They waited too long on the Dak Prescott contract, and they got hit pretty hard by his agent, Todd France. They did. They did. And it might happen again. And, the last time Dak was up for a new deal, It was a great deal for the player, a fantastic deal for the player. That could happen again. But them going all in, to me, was never realistic. They don't do that. They are smart. They are savvy. They are long range. They pick around the edges. They do deals like Stephon Gilmore, which they didn't give up a lot for, and they didn't pay him a lot, and he's a veteran, and he was like, that's more what I would expect from them, mostly because they've drafted so well, they have to pay their own guys rather than other teams' guys.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.